What's up guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 222. And we start today's stuff with our first game of 3 as we travel to the northeast to take on Newcastle United away at St James's Park. And can I briefly say as well, I really hope the takeover does go through. I know Magpies fans right now are hopeful and optimistic for the future after they've had to endure the decade or so's long reign of Mike Ashley. It looks as though that suffering is now about to end, and I really hope it does as well. As I mentioned before, Newcastle United fans deserve so much better than the way their club has been ran under Mike Ashley. It's not fair. They're a passionate bunch of fans. One of my good friends is a Newcastle United fan. He goes to many away games during the season, and they deserve so much better than they've had to put up with Mike Ashley in charge. So hopefully it's finally coming to an end, his long reign. And yeah, exciting times for the Magpies fans at St James's Park. But still, yeah, first game today away against them here in the northeast, coming on the back of our big victory against Manchester City. This was such a frustratingly tough game. I just could not create any real chances in this match whatsoever until the final few moments, where it looked as though we were deadlocked and certain for a 0-0 draw here away at St James's Park. But who was the man that rescued us? Not the man you'd think. Ordinarily against Newcastle United, Ivan Toney always scores against his former team, but in this game just couldn't get a sniff at goal. It seemed like they were doubling up on him, couldn't find him the ball in space, but instead Elliot Harris, with 3 minutes to go, scores his 15th goal of the Premier League season and ensures we leave St James's Park with a big 3 points. Final score 1-0. An awful game. I had 8 shots and 4 on target, as you'll see, the vast majority of which fell outside the area. Just could not break the Magpies down, but finally we got the one chance and we took it through Harris, who right now is in the form of his career and a big reason why we are still in this title race, and that's why we rejected that huge £126 million bid from Real Madrid on deadline day as well. But the problem we've got, and I've been discussing it in the recent episodes right now, is this: whilst we might be winning, we're currently on an 18 game unbeaten run in the Premier League. Chelsea continue to win themselves and are simply not slipping up. 24 wins in 26 games, with another victory there at home to Leicester City. And, you know, I said it in the last episode against Manchester City, I just don't think we're going to be able to catch them up. We are taking them on next month away at Stamford Bridge. That game comes just 3 days after our second leg against Real Madrid in the Champions League round of 16. But I just can't see it happening, man. We're 6 points behind. We've got the same goal difference record right now, but I can't see Chelsea slipping up more than one time. We'll have to beat them at Stamford Bridge, and we need at least one more favour from another team as well if we're to catch them. I just don't see it happening perfectly. To be honest, Frank Lampard's team will be basically perfect since the season began. I can't see them slipping up and choking it away now in the business end of the campaign. And talking about choking it away for the second game of today's episode, with our treble dreams slowly fading with every passing game in the Premier League, where Chelsea record win after win after win. We will now take on mid-table Fulham here at Bramwell Lane, a few days before our first leg against Real Madrid in the Champions League, in this game coming after the international break. Looking to get another big win here and at least try and keep the pressure on Frank Lampard's side, but early on into the game we fell behind after a rebound goal. Jayden Bogle tried to put us back on level terms, but that shot there was well saved as it was still 1-0. And in the 50th minute here, as Fulham almost got themselves 2 goals up with Diao's strike from range, well saved by Sam Hill. From the corner, it's whipped into the centre, and Sandoval beats Ollie Shaw in the air and beats Sam Hill with a bullet header as well. Fulham's number 9 doubles the lead, and Bramwell Lane is stunned silent. The mid-table side come to Yorkshire and lead by 2 early in the second half. And I said our treble dreams were slowly fading with every single passing Premier League game, with Chelsea continuing to extend their win streak. Well, lose this game, and they're not just faded away, they've gone completely. There's no way we'd catch up. So a few minutes after Fulham got themselves 2 goals up, we needed to respond, and Elliot Harris would get yet another goal there as he extends his scoring streak, half the deficit, and makes it 2-1. We still needed to win this game, let alone pick up a point, and we were still trailing. So a few minutes later, as we go on the counter, Walsh back heels to Ollie Shaw down left-hand side, outpaces Garcia, flicks it back to Barry, and oh yeah, it's lovely to see these two link up for a goal. You don't see it very often, Shaw assisting Walsh or Walsh assisting Shaw, but when it happens, it's always so nice to see. Ivan Toney not involved in the build-up, but these two boys, the supporting cast for the shocker throughout the series, linking up for our second goal here, as the Blades battle back from 2 goals down to pull back on level terms and make it 2-2. Walsh with a great finish, his 3rd of the year, but unfortunately, as you'll see, it does come in vain. 23 minutes remained, but we couldn't find a late winner, and the final score was Sheffield United 2, 11th placed Fulham 2. A disappointing slip up at home. And you know, I said it in the last episode. I said at some point we were going to slip up. We were on our best run of form since we returned to Bramwell Lane last season. At some point we were going to slip up, drop points in the Premier League, and we knew Chelsea would pull away at the top and extend the gap. And that's exactly what happened. A 2-2 draw there. Listen, a brave and heroic fight back, don't get me wrong. But with Chelsea going to Stoke City and beating the Potters by 2-0, you can see with 11 games to go, they're now 8 points clear and have the better goal difference record as well. Whilst you might have overtaken Man City and now gone into 2nd place, 8 points behind, 11 games to go. Chelsea won every single game but 2 this season. Listen, there's no chance of us winning the Premier League title now. It's basically over. That draw there, as good as a fight back as it was, basically give perhaps the title to Chelsea. It's all over, and we might as well concede the fact now. It's going to be the Blues who win the Premier League this season, and I might as well give Frank Lampard a celebratory bottle of champagne even before. Well, I might do it next month. You know, we're seeing each other next month in February. I might turn up to Stamford Bridge and give a bottle of champagne. I'll have to spike the bottle, I think, in order for us to have any chance of getting back into the title race. But nah, it's over now. 8 points to gap. Much better goal difference record. It's officially over. Chelsea, it's going to be their title. There's no doubt about it. So if we are to win some trophies this season, of course, the EFL Cup has gone. The Premier League, after that draw to Fulham there, has basically gone as well. If we are to win a trophy this season, it's going to have to come in 1 or 2 competitions. The FA Cup, which we've never won before, or the Champions League, where we've never reached a final before in all our years with Roma, Atletico Madrid, Leverkusen, and now in our debut year with Sheffield United as well. So for the first leg of our last 16 tie away at the Bernabeu against the Galacticos of Real Madrid, we knew this was going to be a very tough tie to get through here if we were to advance to the quarter-final stages. And just 12 minutes in, the first highlight would fall early with Mancia, Messi's region. How about that, playing for Real Madrid, denied by Sam Hill. But how about this for a bizarre sequence here? Have you ever seen this before? An offside given against one of your players after your own goalkeeper made a save? That was crazy there, as Sam Hill made a great save, and it resulted in an offside after the ball ricocheted off his leg, ballooned up in the air, and went halfway up the pitch. Extraordinary, but a few minutes later, we will get ourselves in front and score a crucial away goal in the Spanish capital. And you would have seen by my lineup, after no goals in his last 2 games, Ivan Toney dropped to the bench, and what a decision that will prove to be, because so early on into the match, in a game where we were desperate for at least 1 away goal tonight, we had it through Toney's replacement, the American Brett Wilson, shining on the big stage, volleying in a Tyler Allen free kick and giving the Blades a big early away goal. And you can see what it meant to me on the sidelines as well. Very difficult decision always to drop Ivan Toney to the bench, but it looked as though I'd made the right call there even so early on into the game. Wilson volleys the free kick in, gives us the lead, and we almost made it 2. 10 minutes later, Kapic on one of his famous driving runs down left-hand side, denied by the woodwork, as it was still 1-0 in a half where we had looked better. And in the second half, we continued to stay in attack mode and look for more away goals. 6 minutes after the restart, some nice passing, Tyler Allen finds Brett Wilson. Lovely turn by the goal scorer, beats Upamecano, slides it back into the path of Tyler, and after the pair player 1-2, Allen finishes the move off and makes it Real Madrid 0, Sheffield United 2, as he karate kicks the corner flag. Lovely 1-2 here as Tyler Allen gets his payback after he assisted Brett with a free kick in the first half. Brett says to Tyler, "Here you go, mate, you can have this one." Rolls it off into the path of number 11, who finishes the nice passing move off, and the Blades go 2 goals up away at the Bernabeu. And with 15 minutes to go, Real Madrid were pressing, they were looking for a goal to get back in the tie, let alone the game, but Sam Hill was standing firm in this game. Big save there as we still led by 2, And with 4 minutes to go, a chance to make it 3. Tony slides for Eze, and talk about awareness from Abrechi. How many times have I sung our number 7's praises this season? He's been one of our unsung heroes of the campaign this year. Lovely, lovely, lovely vision to spot Kieran Brady arriving from deep, rolls it across the Northern Irish cam, who finishes the move off. Tony there, all eyes are on Tony. They went to the shocker, that allowed Brady to ghost in around the back of the round players and turn it in to the unguarded net. Final score, Real Madrid 0, Sheffield United 3, dominant victory away at the Bernabeu, and I would say now we've got 1 foot in the Champions League quarter-finals. Yes, we're gutted to know that the title in the Premier League is basically gone. I so badly wanted to win it this year in our first full season back at Bramwell Lane, but in the Champions League, we're surely marching on to the quarter-finals after a famous victory away at the Bernabeu. But that was today's episode of Career Mode, guys, so a big thank you for watching. Really hope you have enjoyed it, and if you did enjoy today's episode, then please do drop a like. Much love to you all, have a fantastic day, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode featuring the 5th round of the FA Cup against West Ham United in the last 16, plus 2 more Premier League games as we try our best to stay in the title race with Chelsea very soon.